Welcome back, folks. More Harvester.
Hello, dear. How are you today? By the way, I spoke with Mr. Johnson and he's livid. Seems someone scratched up his priceless tucker. If he finds out who, there'll be heck to pay. Did you hear what happened at the barber shop? Someone broke into Pastorelli's salon and took his antique barber's pole. The next morning, Pastorelli touched some live wires that the thief left lying around and was electrocuted. Well, that darn foreigner got what he deserved, if you ask me, coming into a nice little town like Harvest and stealing business. Heavens, if a bowl and scissors were good enough for your father, I don't see why decent working folk need a fancy wop styling their hair. That's how it goes. First you get a sissy trim, then bang, you're a communist. I hear those silly firemen broke out the axes and hacked each other to death. Things never were the same between them after the firehouse robbery. Oh well, maybe now we'll get some real men for the fire department. Though the way things are going, I doubt you'll be around to see it.
What do you mean?
Can't you feel it? The way the stalks whisper in the autumn wind? It's almost harvest time, Steve.
Harvest time!
Congratulations, hero. You found
You don't seem proud, Mother. I wonder why.
I warned you not to waste time looking for her.
Am I running out of time? What does that have to do with it?
If you haven't joined the lodge by then, you'll find out. Shame on you. Imagine accusing your future father-in-law of a thing like that. Is that how a range rider would behave?
Why would she lie?
Okay, Weisenheimer, even if he is a child.
Yeah.
Isn't it exciting, Stevie? 5 days and 1,200 cookies later, the bake sale is already here. Where does the time fly?
Those 1,200 cookies. How many are you taking to the sale?
Oh, about 20. The rest were stale. But the effort wasn't wasted. It's for a good cause. Will you be at the school tonight?
Wouldn't miss it.
That's nice, dear. It's good to be open to new experiences.
Don't you think it's odd having a bake sale to pay for burying out-of-towners?
Gosh a-hooties, what should we do? Leave them in the streets?
Of course we should bury them. But why do so many out-of-towners drop dead in Harvest?
I have wondered about that, and I think it has something to do with the air.
But there's nothing wrong with the air. It's perfectly clean.
That's what I mean. Big city folk, they get so used to smog that clean air is a shock to their systems. Gets them every time.
Mom, you're fucking crazy.
Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy.
Leave me alone, will ya? This is the good part. Good. Finally. Hey, Steve. You've been doing a swell job putting the paper out in the morning.
Thanks a lot, little shit. Now get fucking lost.
And here it is, the object doll, imported Venetian glass and Italian dreams. You have done well. An unfortunate side effect that Pastorelli was electrocuted because you left live wires in a puddle on the floor. But as those with affectations of worldliness say, c'est la vie.
Is that all you can say? A man was electrocuted.
Pastorelli's own incompetence caused his unfortunate accident. What does it matter that you left live electrical wires hanging in the water? adventures now. Your final assignment is to set a fire in DNA's diner and let the French fry where they may.
All right.
Yes, I suggest you succeed. Beyond that, you must find your own answers. Members of the Order must be resourceful and cunning. So must you be to become one with them. Tonight, the bake sale commences. Soon, the annual Harvest Blood Drive will be at hand, when sacrifice will be the order of the day. Your time in harvest grows short.
I walk around with my pitchfork everywhere I go.
I'm glad to see you. I feel so alone, cooped up in here. I understand that bake sale is today.
Yeah, you'd think it was the second coming the way everyone is acting around here.
It's insane. The maniacal attention paid to this bake sale, like all the women in Harvest came from the same cookie cutter. It's unnatural, unhealthy, almost a parody of how things should be. And through my window at night, I see my mother throwing out whole batches of cookies, like an automaton getting rid of its surplus product.
My so-called mother has been baking cookies all week, and then throwing them out. Better that than getting rid of us.
Wait around long enough. I have a feeling they'll get to it. I don't know if you heard or not, but Mr. Pastorelli, the barber, he's dead. Looks like somebody stole a barber's pole from him, then left the exposed electrical wires and some water on the floor. Pastorelli walked in, flipped on the lights, and... Know anything about that?
Not a thing.
Mr. Swell came by. I heard him telling my father about it. He said it smelled like roast pork.
Well, these things happen.
Especially around here.
Later,
Come
Chica.
back and visit me soon.
Oh my goodness. What happened here?
Think about taking some of that siding off my hands, son. I'll cut you a nice price on it. I was the one what found Pastorelli this morning, after he stepped in the water with the live wires hanging out. His body was so burnt, his arms and legs was blackened, fused together, and the sheep was well done too. Problem is, both was burnt so bad, and the flesh all crisp and distorted, limbs melded, you couldn't tell them apart. And well, I didn't want to take a chance on eating Italian. No, sir, I didn't. I tell you, the only thing worse than a fire station full of sissies is a fire station full of peeved sissies. They're all accusing each other of stealing some silk underwear or something. Boy, whoever said fighting fire with fire be happy in Harvest. 'Cause we got a fire station full of flamers. Nice to see you again, Steve.
Except for the occasional hairball cough, it's hard to tell if the sheep is alive or not. Well, it's certainly not alive now, you dumbass. The young man lies motionless in the casket. Red stains are visible on his shirt and boots. Take a photo of the body. God damn it.
Young man, we really have nothing to say to each other. I have the feeling your image shall soon adorn my slab, and I'd rather not know the face of the meat I'm slicing. It seems that, like some elephant's graveyard, people of low station come to harvest to die. They simply drop dead, penniless, and they all need burials. Like that corpse in the chapel, all dressed up and nowhere to go. No mourners, no point. But I still must provide them with prompt burials by town charter, and absorb the losses myself. God knows, by putting these people up at the Wayward Hotel, I do more than my fair share. So why must I pay for the coffins and burial materials as well? My losses to the dead are substantial. Hopefully the bake sale will offset some of them. I do hope you'll attend the bake sale and spend heavily. It's for the needy, you know.
Sure. And all they have to do to benefit is die.
A ditch makes a poor resting place. You'll need to learn that, if you ever want to leave Harvest.
You make it sound like I have a choice.
A choice that is rapidly vanishing. Join the lodge, Stephen, while you may.
Blah, blah, blah. Corpse.
The corpse reclining in the chapel right now is a prime example of the difficulties I face. For unfathomable reasons, this bum decided to wander into Harvest and summarily dropped dead.
Just like that.
Indeed. He died of purely natural causes. Of that I have no doubt.
But why come to Harvest to die? You say this happens often. Isn't that a little too much of a coincidence?
I've often puzzled over the situation myself. Though I can assure you, young man, that nothing untoward is happening in Harvest. On the contrary, it's an indication of our compassion that I put up hobos in the Wayward Hotel, and the Order of the Harvest Moon mandates their prompt burial, even when they are without family or means, and when it entails losses on my part. I'd say it's been a pleasure. You can't have that, Stephen. I need it for my work. And may I say you're a rude young man for attempting to steal it.
I was only going to borrow it.
Indeed. And have you anything I could hold as security?
How about the fact that you lied to me about that corpse in the other room? John Doe?
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
If he just dropped dead, where did all those slashes come from?
I don't know what slashes you're referring to.
They were there.
Do you have any proof of these wild claims? Any tangible evidence? If not, I suggest you leave me to my work. I'd say it's been a pleasure.
Oh, I got evidence, you punk ass.
Why should I care about that? Ah, you've taken up photography, I see. Now why on earth would you choose such a grotesque subject?
That John Doe you got boxed up in the chapel? He didn't just drop dead. Someone helped him take the plunge.
You may be right. I'm a mortician, not a medical examiner.
You don't have to be to know that being ripped to shreds can be detrimental to your health.
This is not something you want to be looking into, young man.
No shit. I just want to find out who I am and get the hell out of here.
That's what we all want.
What game are you people playing?
A game we win or lose together.
Look, are you going to tell me what I want to know, or do I go to the sheriff with these pictures?
That would be a grave mistake, I assure you. I've told you all I can. My losses have been substantial of late, so I can't offer you money. The only thing I can give you in exchange for the photographs is my tube of astro glue.
Give me that glue.
I do suggest you take it.
It's a trade.
A wise decision.
Got me some astro glue. Nightfall descends. Hey, it's the tractor. Big sale today.
What a good boy you are. Have a cookie.
You all look alike.
Mercy, what a terrible thing to say. Isn't it, ladies?
Yes, terrible.
Hello, Steve. So nice to see you.
Who exactly is this bake sale supposed to benefit?
Derelicts and bums who wander into town who don't have enough money for a decent burial.
They deserve to be buried. It's the Christian thing to do.
That's awful nice of you. But why do so many derelicts and bums die in Harvest?
Don't be such a wise apple, Steve.
Buy some cookies?
The hell with your cookies.
Why, I never! Isn't that right, ladies?
Yes.
Ladies, someone has just burned down the TV station.
Oh shit.
On the night of our bake sale?
How could they? That bitch is on fire. I think it's time to create one of our own. cake cover. It's my cake cover. You apply the glue to the rim of the cake cover. Oh, the grease fryer's on. We didn't start the fire. Always burning. And it's day 6 now. Alright, let's deliver some more newspapers to the little dipshit outside. We don't want him to get crazy on us. I'm gonna try to stab him. See if I can crash the game again. What? Yeah, that's what I thought. Stupid game. Can't handle child abuse. There's nothing wrong with pitchforking a little boy.
Hey, Steve. You...
Yeah, I know, dickhead. Shut up.
Say, can you spare a dime for
Holy
a buckaroo
shit.
who's
Is that
down
Freddy
on his
Krueger?
luck? The whole shebang just went up in flames, and I'm looking to mosey on to greener pastures, where the sunset's always golden, and there's always another savage to kill. Say, the whole...
I've tried so hard to find an excuse to keep on fighting, but Karen and I can't go out alone any longer. This diner he left us was all we had. It was always a struggle to keep it running in such a small town. And now we've lost it. I know that I can't afford to support us now. There's only one way out. I'm sure you won't be able to understand the depth of despair that would enable a mother to put a rope around her baby's neck and push her into the air and jump after her. I wonder if I'll hear her next now. If she kicks around and takes a long time to strangle me, I'll scream, but I won't cut her down. I've got to be stronger than I ever was before. But I hope she doesn't get it. God help us and forgive us, Edna Fitzpatrick.
shut down.
I'm glad to see you. I saw the TV station go up from my window. It lighted up the whole town. It looked like hell. I wished it would consume the whole damn place. And me with it.
Don't talk like that.
I'm sorry. I just can't stand it anymore.
I wish there was something I could do.
There he is. Make love to
Oh
me.
yeah, she wants to bang bang.
Do it to me. Now.
Bang bang scene, bang bang time. I'm glad you're wearing the same clothes you were wearing yesterday. Yes, your dad is beating off to us again. Oh yeah, take it off. Check out this chesticle. I'm gonna tell you a bedtime story. Yeah, baby. Yeah, you like it on top? Sweet. Really fucked up, man. That's a picture of Jesus, too. What the hell's wrong with this game? Whoever made this game needs to be shot.
I heard that DNA's diner burned down.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Did you torch it, Steve?
Had to.
Jesus. Edna hung herself. And her daughter, too.
So what? I didn't stick her head in a noose.
Congratulations. Before you were just a vandal and a thief. Now you're a murderer.
Bullshit. I just set a fire, that's all. Hey, Edna hung herself. That's why they call it suicide.
That's a fine distinction. Hone it any finer and you'll wind up cutting yourself.
Whatever.
Come back and visit me soon.
I'll come back and bang you tomorrow. Someone get that frisbee off the fucking roof.
Hello, dear. How are you today? The nerve of some people burning down the TV station to detract from our bake sale.
I doubt the perpetrator did it just to annoy the Harvest PTA.
Coincidence? I don't think so. Just 6 months ago, the newspaper building went up in smoke. Obviously, there's a firebug on the loose. Either that or a communist. Steve, I'm so scared.
What's a commie bastard got to do with anything?
Just ask Colonel Monroe at the missile base. He'll tell you. Now that the bake sale's over, I just don't know how I'll fill my time. Oh, I feel so useless. My goodness. What's wrong with her?
What the shit?
My goodness. Oh, it's not as bad as it looks. You just pop them back in. See? As good as new. That tarantula she ate must have had wasp eggs in it.
Don't you think we should get her to a doctor?
What for? She's got her mother. How silly I was, feeling useless just because there are no more cookies to bake. I can still rear my brood. This is a sign, Steve. I have a purpose again.
Glad to see you're feeling better.
Mind, that fire still burns my britches. First the newspaper building, then DNA's diner, then WHAR. I sense a pattern. And any pattern I can't make a dress out of is no darn good. I suppose you heard about DNA's diner burning down? We took a black eye on the bake sale, but I'm sure the Harvest PTA annual blood drive will be more successful. Overall, we made about $200, hardly enough to bury a dead horse, and definitely not enough to cover the annual blood drive.
Annual blood drive, huh?
If you knew how much blood we get, you'd be more impressed. Donations are mandatory, Steve. If you're still here come Sunday, you'll be expected to give.
Until it hurts, I suppose.
Until it hurts. Even Hank will have to donate. Of course, lodge members are exempt. Remember that.
Hey, either way, no one's sticking me with the needle.
We don't use needles.
Hank, that kid over by the television?
Your little brother is homesick from school today, and I won't have you scaring him with this amnesia poop.
Is he really sick?
Poop!
Look at the show he's watching. Wouldn't you say he's sick? I'd make him stop, but oh, I'm so busy baking cookies for the Harvest PTA charity bake sale. It's on Friday, you know. I hope you're still planning on going.
I don't know. I need to think.
Honestly, skipping out of a charity affair. What's gotten into you?
I don't know, damn it. That's what I'm telling you.
Don't you dare use that language around me. You're lucky your father didn't hear you. Or Stephanie, for that matter. How do you think she'd feel knowing her fiancé was a guttermouth? Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
Alright, this is officially the most demented game I've played in a long time. Little babies with their eyes popping out and shit. What the fuck kind of craziness is this? We'll find out in the next video.